fighting extra body fat. We can do this with exercise, and you need to stay active, but we can also do that by eating food. You can eat to beat your fat.
Dr. William Li is a renowned physician, scientist, and New York Times best-selling author, best known for his groundbreaking research on how food impacts health and fights diseases. As the president of the Angiogenesis Foundation, Dr. Li has transformed the way we understand diet and its role in healing the body. His best-selling book, Eat to Beat Disease, has inspired millions to rethink their diet.
Human metabolism emerged only 4 phases of metabolism across humans over the course of life. Everyone followed the exact same pattern. So the inner workings of our metabolism are exactly the same. This idea that you were born with fast or slow, completely wrong. And the 4 phases are absolutely fascinating. 0 to 1, your metabolism skyrockets when you're a baby to 1 year old. At 1 year old, your metabolism, baby's metabolism is faster, 50% faster than their metabolism as an adult, okay? Which is surprising. From 1 year old to 20 years old, all the way through puberty, when you see kids sprouting up, when they're super active, when they're eating 2 dinners, teenagers, okay, metabolism is going down, 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 down. Okay, so completely different than we thought. From age 20 to age 60, metabolism is completely rock stable, is how we are hardwired. This is through your first job. This is through your pregnancy. This is through your menopause. All right, it's exactly the same. And then from age 60 to 90, it does decline a little bit, only about 17% by the time you're 90 compared to when you were 60, which is the same as compared to your 20. So when you're 90 years old, our hardwired metabolism is only 17% lower than when you were 20. Now, here's what happens. So that's the pattern of human metabolism. Like, it's a bombshell that this is how we're actually wired. Now, what happens is that when you start adding back the effects of body fat into that equation, what do you think happens? You take this beautiful 4-stage pattern and you start to suppress it, okay? So you squash the metabolism. So it's not that slow metabolism causes you to gain body fat and gain weight. It's that extra body fat and weight squashes your metabolism. It's completely the other way around.
Metabolism is the series of chemical reactions in your cells that convert food into energy. Your body uses this energy for everything breathing, thinking, moving, and even sleeping. And here's the kicker: your metabolism isn't fixed. You can influence it through the choices you make, especially with your diet.
I'll give you a couple of examples. So first of all, in my book, I read about 150 foods. I think this is the first book that ever did 150 foods that have been shown by human clinical research that they can actually improve your metabolism, decrease the amount of body fat, reduce your waistline, and improve things like your blood sugars and your insulin sensitivity and the healthy hormones that relate to your metabolism, okay? And so I think this is the first book ever to put together this compendium of all these foods. So let's pick a few out.
Show you guys things that I see when I actually go shopping. Now, I'm actually
You're supposed to stay away from the middle aisle. Well, I'm actually not exactly in the middle aisle, but I'll show you things that I see in the middle aisle that actually can light up your metabolism, because it's time to have energy in the body. And that's what your metabolism is all about. Metabolism is about energy. Okay, so here I am checking all this stuff out. Let me show you what catches my eye. Look at this. These are dried beans, cannelli beans. These are actually delicious. You soak them, cook them, stew them. There's all kinds of things you can do with beans. Beans actually light up your metabolism. Let's keep on looking. I want to show you what else that I see here. Oh, look, dried mushrooms. Mushrooms contain a soluble fiber called beta-D-glucan, and beta-glucan actually fires up your brown fat, which is a space heater that burns down harmful fat. So mushrooms are really great. Oh, look, got here, green lentils. Lentils are also middle aisle foods that actually light up your metabolism. Lentils are a tradition in the Middle East, a Mediterranean style food. Again, great warming foods for the season. Look at this. Here's a pack of dried ancho chili peppers. Now, there's something in chili peppers called capsaicin, and capsaicin fires up your body's metabolism, and it uses your beneficial fat to burn down your harmful fat. I actually love spicy food. And look, here's an arbol chili pepper. So look at all the different varieties you can actually find, all dried. And you know what? If you don't know what to do, if I don't know what to do with chili peppers, you know what I do? I go on Google
and I type in the name arbol chili peppers, and what I'll do is I'll look at the search results in video, and I'll actually watch somebody teach me how to use it. I'm going to show you a few more interesting items. Oh, look, dried apricots. Dried fruits are something that I'm really going to be trying to eat more of because they're a great way to get dietary fiber, and the bioactives are actually present in dried fruits as well. Cranberries, all right? These, it's not Thanksgiving anymore, but you can still use them. They're great to really just kind of snack on. Cranberries have a great source of elagitannins. They actually help your gut bacteria grow better. So there's a really good gut bacteria called Akkermansia nucinophila. It loves to live in the gut. When you eat cranberries, your gut actually becomes a more hospitable environment for the healthy bacteria, boosts your immune system, helps streamline your metabolism. These are all metabolism healthy foods. And look what I found here. I found some roasted almonds, another great choice for your metabolism. And here are, let's see, these are cashews. Now, a lot of people don't know this, but raw cashews you would pick in the tree in Indonesia actually are poisonous. So this is an example of the nut that if raw actually is deadly. However, the way they do it is they actually pick them, they boil them, it removes all the toxin, and then they roast them. And you have this delicious, fiber-rich, healthy food, good for your gut. On more walnuts. Walnuts are some of my favorite. Walnuts have actually been shown to improve your immune system by feeding your gut microbiome. And when that actually happens, it actually makes your body respond better to medicines. Specifically, the study was done in patients with colon cancer, stage 3 colon cancer, getting regular cancer treatment, including nuts in their diet, actually lowered their mortality by more than 50%. So you go to the produce section, and there are foods that are like tomatoes that have lycopene that actually dissolve into your body fat within an hour or so after you eat the tomato. And that lycopene turns on your body fat. And what it does, it doesn't turn on the jiggly fat. It turns on the kind of fat called brown fat. And brown fat isn't jiggly. It's not lumpy bumpy. It's paper thin. And it's paper thin, and it's pressed along your neck, under your breastplate, under your arms, a little bit behind your back, a little bit in your belly. And when the lycopene from tomatoes and other foods will actually get to your fat, it lights up the fat like the striker you have on a gas oven. You know, you click it, click, 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 whoosh. When that brown fat lights up, it's literally burning. It's thermogenic, meaning it's a space heater. It creates heat. In order to create heat, to fire up, it has to draw energy, right? Just like a space heater does, you got to plug it in. Or just like your gas range does, it draws down the gas from a gas tank. Now, in this case, your brown fat, when it fires up due to food. Okay.
Tomatoes, one of the most underrated superfoods for boosting metabolism. What makes them so special? It's all about lycopene, the natural antioxidant that gives tomatoes their vibrant red color. Lycopene doesn't just make tomatoes look good, it works wonders inside your body too. Research shows that lycopene enhances your body's lipid metabolism, which is the process of breaking down fats. In simple terms, it helps your body burn fat more efficiently and keeps extra fat from piling up. That's a game changer for anyone focused on weight management or just trying to stay healthy. Even more fascinating, lycopene may actually activate certain genes and pathways in your cells that specialize in fat burning. It's like flipping a switch to unlock stored fat and use it as energy.
Could be chili peppers, by the way. Serrano chilies, ancho chilies, Anaheim chilies will all do this in their own way. Fires up the brown fat. And where does your brown fat draw its fuel from? It draws it from the harmful fat that's stored extra energy. So good fat, brown fat, will burn down harmful fat, white fat, jiggly fat, and it draws it right down. And the first place it goes is from the most dangerous kind of fat that's stuck inside your body. All right.
Chili pepper's a natural metabolism booster that does way more than just add heat to your meals. The magic ingredient here is capsaicin, the compound responsible for that fiery kick. But did you know it's also a powerhouse for your metabolism? Capsaicin has been shown to increase something called thermogenesis, which is your body's ability to burn calories and produce heat. Think of it as turning up your internal furnace, helping you torch more calories even when you're just sitting still. What's even cooler, well, hotter, really is that capsaicin can help reduce appetite by releasing hormones that signal fullness. This means chili peppers can help you eat less and burn more, making them a perfect ally in weight management. And here's the kicker: capsaicin may also target fat cells directly, encouraging them to break down stored fat and use it for energy.
So foods like tomatoes, ancho peppers, avocado, broccoli, bok choy, onions, garlics, green onions, red onions, these are all foods that you would see in the grocery store. Tangerines, lemons, watermelon. Sound familiar? Anyone listening to this? These are actually, science has shown, these are metabolism activating foods. They trigger your brown fat to start turning on its space heater function to burn down extra fuel.
So when you eat, like if you ate a bean burrito, okay, provided it doesn't have a ton of unhealthy things in it, you're going to feel full longer. It's not because the beans are heavy. It's because there's a lot of fiber in the beans. And the fiber feature gut microbiome, and that actually sets into motion this series of signals in your brain that just make you less hungry. Now, there's a hormone actually that does this. It's made by body fat called leptin. Some people may have heard of leptin, but we all, it's all part of this. Remember I told you like intermittent fasting is natural? Leptin's natural. So we have a little bit of fat in our body, which we need. And when we eat and our stomach gets full, one of the things that happens is that the full stomach sends a signal, text messages our body fat, and our body fat releases some leptin. The leptin, okay, travels in our bloodstream to our brain, and our brain receives the leptin signal, the text messages, and that leptin says, hey, you know what, slow down, man, like you're full. Just slow down and stop. All right, and that's basically when we feel full in front of a dinner plate, like it's because our fat is signaling our brain saying, all right, chill out, man, like stop, slow down and stop. All right, now here's what happens. When you've got too much body fat, lots of leptin gets produced. And the funny thing that we don't totally understand is your brain stops reading the leptin. It doesn't read the signal anymore. And so even though you make more leptin, you're always hungry and you never stop eating. And so basically what you want to do is to tame that fat so your brain becomes more sensitive to leptin, and leptin will tell you, chill out. And by the way, when you eat, if you eat too quickly, you'll outstrip the speed of your signal that your stomach is full and your fat will make the leptin. So you can chuck a ton of food into your gut and you can overeat really easily if you eat super fast. And so this is another kind of like trick to actually optimize your metabolism is eat the right stuff, but eat more slowly. Don't wolf your food down because you'll beat your body's ability to turn on the off switch, and then you'll overload.
Remember, boosting your metabolism isn't about quick fixes or fad diets. It's about making small, sustainable changes that fuel your body in the best way possible. These foods not only support your metabolism but also contribute to your overall health. Try them out and see how you feel. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who's looking to boost their energy levels. Don't forget to subscribe for more science-based tips on food and health. Until next time, stay curious and stay healthy.